Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is my second process video for the scrap room, and this time around I am going to be using the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Woodland collection with the monthly sketch, and I absolutely love this sketch. It was a lot of fun to put together, so make sure that you go check out the challenges over in the Facebook group because Raquel releases a ton of challenges throughout the month. And I know I typically pick the Freaky Fast Friday and the sketch. That's normally, I'm starting to find out that that's been my niche on doing my layout and for the channel and for, for my design team requirements. Now I am using my gel pen, and I swear gel pens are like my nemesis to everything. Have you guys ever found a good gel pen? Like, you can't even see my white lines. Like, you should see my white lines. I heat them up. I do everything. It drives me nuts. Anyway, the Simple Stories Vintage Woodland collection. Now, this is one of my faves. I actually, unlike my last video that I talked about where I would look at a layout and go, or a collection and go, I don't know if I want to get it through the flavors of the month, and then I absolutely love it, and then I, do a couple layouts and let it be, right? Well, with this collection, I didn't even need to get the flavor of the month because my family actually does a ton of cabin, what we call cabin camping. So I'll find like an Airbnb if there's no like state park in an area. Our flavor of choice, if you want to call it, of where we go to get away from the city and the hustle bustle is up north in northern part of Georgia, where Helen, Georgia's at, like the Blue Ridge Parkway. We'll go into South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee and do the Smoky Mountains, Fizzy Forest, and then we'll hit like Asheville and go and do some of those other smaller parks and areas up there. And we do, if we can't find a cabin at one of the state parks, I will go through Airbnb and then find a home that is very cabinish. We will be off the beaten path a lot of times. There's not much around us, things like that, because I absolutely love just getting away. Typically we try to have a little bit of Wi-Fi and some TV just so that if we don't go into town, which we don't do a lot, we do a lot more finding waterfalls and little things to do, gorges, whatever the case may be. So these photos here are when we're actually up in Helen, Georgia. They actually do have a really nice state park that we stay at that's got cabins, that's got full access to everything. It just doesn't have any Wi-Fi or any of that because it's done by a state park instead of an Airbnb, which is completely perfect by us. It doesn't bother us a bit. So the photos are of one of the waterfalls. This one is Ruby Falls. If I remember correctly, I'd have to look at the photos of what trip I'm doing. So this collection, because we do a lot of cabin camping and we go like 3 to 4 times a year, it works out perfect. So I actually bought the whole collection this time around because I love the vintage side of what Simple Stories does to their collections. I love how they take everyday normal stuff and then turn it that vintage way of looking, and this just matches for me. So I am following the sketch to the T for the most part. I do have my background piece. I do have the circle, as you can see. There's 3 banner pieces that you see there. And this is where I am like trying to get them to look, because 2 of them are smaller than the one that's on the bottom. And I'm like, this is just not coming to the way I wanted it to. So I had to kind of play around with it. I actually had to turn my camera off and kind of, luckily I do a voiceover, and that's all I'm going to say. So now that I got this straight, oh yes, this is Ruby Falls in Helen, Georgia. This is one of our Helen, Georgia trips that we went to. So I did get the 3 photos, and I did do the 4x4. So y'all that follow me on my personal channel and now here, obviously. By the way, make sure that you check out both of the channels. Go do the YouTube stuff. Hit the like and subscribe button. We would love to have you as part of the YouTube family, whether it's over on my personal page or here on the Scrap Room page. Either way, we would love to have you. If you are not part of our family, we would love to get you as part of our family. So this is where I kind of not follow the sketch a little bit. With the flavors of the month, I get the flavors of the month, I get the embellishment kit, and I also get the pattern paper kit. With the particular with the particular paper embellishments I got, I didn't necessarily have like the cool, funky ones that I wanted to put up in the corner, like how the sketch got made. So because I got this strip that's got this butterfly on there and kind of this event or like this banner style, I decided to bring it down just a little bit and kind of put a piece up there. So I do pretty much follow it to the T, except I add just a little bit extra. And if you are new to my scrappy life and the way I scrapbook, I am a heavy embellisher. So when I get the flavors of the month, and if I just use the flavors of the month and not add anything to it, not any of the kits or any of that sort, I typically can get like 1.5 layouts because I'm a heavy paper person and I'm a heavy embellisher. Now, for other individuals that just get the flavors of the month, they can at least get a 2-page spread out of theirs, no questions asked. Now, because I add the embellishment kit to it and the pattern paper kit, I can get 2.5 layouts where other individuals can get at least and probably more, but at least two double-page spreads. So if that kind of gives you an idea of how the kits work. So it just all depends on how you scrapbook in that regards. So I am just kind of play around with it. My title's going to be a little bit bigger than what she has once you see this. And let me tell you, it's a painstaking way of me getting this, but I wanted to use the word beauty and I was trying to figure out how to get this to work and I did. But you'll see the painstaking. So this is of my daughter and I. This is her in between her 6th grade year, I think. So I think it was 5th and 6th when we went to this one. Now we do go into Helen, Georgia quite a bit. It is a German town and it makes us feel like we're back in Germany. Many know, but if you are new to me, I am now a retired military Army spouse. So we were stationed in Germany for almost 4 years and got to travel and do all of that. I am actually German myself, so it makes it make me feel going back home because I don't get home all that often. So when I go into Helen, Georgia, it makes us feel like at home. We absolutely love that area. Now, we don't do the touristy, trappy stuff. I will tell you that. We do go in there for the food. There is one place that I absolutely love. Now, if you have never traveled to Germany and you want to, and you're in the eastern region, now I will say going to Helen, Georgia will give you the true German vibe. Like they did do a really good job of, however, that company or that city, I've never really did like a background thing of like how Helen, Georgia became Helen, Georgia. But I absolutely love the place. It is pretty close. So if you want to do the touristy stuff and the back and forth, like the crazy stuff that they do there, it would be perfect. But for us, we go into town only to get groceries and then to eat at one of our favorite restaurants there to get our food that we typically do when we do go to a German restaurant when we were overseas and whatnot. So I do absolutely love going there, let me tell you. So here is my title. I had to turn the camera off and luckily I do voiceovers again. And I said fresh air, beauty, and wonder. It works out well. I like the all of the vintage animals, all of the stuff that I added. And here I am pretty much done. I got it to work the way I wanted it to. It looks perfect for me. And so here I am using the Liquitex paint stick. If you are new to this, everybody asks me about them. I get them off of Amazon. Just type in Liquitex broad paint sticks and they come up with multiple colors. I use the white and black, and the white is what I'm using here. Make sure that you stay till the end. I am super glad that you made it. Make sure that you check out the still shots. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.